Okay, Figaro, 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 Figaro. Okay, I can talk. So, you can't do this, you have to do this. If you don't do this, you can't stop the bleeding, you don't know where you're at, but most importantly, if you don't do this and don't have this figured out, you can't do this. And you can't do this unless you have this figured out. So you got to do this before you do this. So when it comes to this, that, where am I pointing? That thing. I hope it's up there of what I'm talking about. You have to do that. It's even not even, you can't even do this. You can't even make a budget if you don't know this. You have to literally know where every penny and dollar is going. It's not like, oh yeah, you could like maybe do it if you want. No, you have to do it. It's like, if you want to change the way you look, you have to exercise. It's not like, oh, maybe I'll exercise. It's like, no, if you want to change, everyone has either a spending too much problem or not making enough problem. You have to figure out where you are. And to do that, you have to do this. And yours might look different than mine, but probably not, because we all have our own proclivities that we spend more money on. Like, I'm not a smoker. Maybe you spend $25 on a pack of smokes, and maybe you smoke 2 smacks a day. Maybe you smoke 2 packs a day. That's a lot of wasted money that could be going to other areas. It's like, okay, yeah, addiction, blah, blah, blah. This isn't a health thing. This isn't a fitness thing. This is a money thing, a monetary thing. So yours might look different than mine, but it probably doesn't. And actually, I know it doesn't. Well, certain little key aspects. We'll go through mine real quick. But you have to do this. I do this bi-weekly. I sit there and look, and it makes me accountable. It shows me my habits. When I'm going through my bank account, I can see, oh, I went this, wow, I spent a lot of money on that. Why did I do that? You can't just budget your way out of a financial problem. But you can't budget if you don't know what's going on with your finances. So you have to do this. Everyone has bills. Everyone has subscriptions, prescriptions, memberships, things that they got to pay, right? So yours, I can just look around. A human is a human. We all have the same things. They probably have a car bill. If you don't have a car bill, you got this bill. If you don't have that bill, you got this insurance. You don't have that, you have this, you know? It's all the same. So I do this bi-weekly. It's how I had to. I had to, and you have to too. If you want to do this, you have to do this. So we'll just go through mine quick. Bills, everyone has bills. Rent, where's that at? Family maintenance, that's maybe unique to me, but it's not. If you have kids, family maintenance, so for me, that's everything that has to do with my kids, what they need, whether it's, sure, technically that could cross over to consumer discretionary, but family maintenance, for me, the way I organize my things, that's anything that has to do with my kids. Schooling, daycare, money spent on their food, blah, blah, blah. Consumer discretionary, you know, that's basically, think of consumer discretionary, a simple way to put it. That's basically, consumer discretionary is more like a want. It's not really a need. You know, like, do you need that t-shirt? Do you need that luxury car? Do you need consumer discretionary? It's up to your discretion whether you want to purchase that thing or not. Okay, memberships. So for me, I have, you know, anything like a gym membership or a blah, blah, blah. A gym membership, I don't know, maybe have a membership to a cult. Subscriptions, self-explanatory. Groceries, what you spend on groceries. Why am I spending? Again, it's like, you don't know these things, you can't fix these things. Maybe your grocery bill's fine, but maybe it's not. Maybe it's like, holy shit, that's ridiculous. $2,000 on groceries for like a single dude? I'm not a single dude, I'm just making an example. I put alcohol. Alcohol should technically be under consumer discretionary. But I put alcohol because I know from doing my budget and looking at my habits, holy shit, dude, you're spending way too much money on alcohol, which I never thought I was until I did this. And I did this and still do this. And like I was saying, maybe this isn't a health video. Yeah, you would think, yeah, alcohol, let's be real. Alcohol is poison. The budget on alcohol should be $0, but let's be realistic. It's not. So I keep myself accountable, so that's why I have alcohol on there. And like I was saying, yours might be cigarettes, or yours might be Starbucks coffee, whatever. Technically that should be under consumer discretionary, but I know that that is a big no-no for me and like such a waste of money. That's why I have it in its own umbrella. Same with dine out, that should technically be consumer discretionary, but like, why am I dining out so much when I could just be buying groceries? So that's another thing to keep myself accountable. How much did I spend on dining out this month? And like, again, repeating myself, a budget's not going to fix your financial situation. You can't budget yourself out of a fucked situation, but you can budget because it identifies habits and it shows you where you're at and what you got to fix and where the problem is. Transportation. I don't have a car anymore. Thank God. That goes back up to bills. I was like, fuck this thing. I'm not paying vehicle payments. No. I even gave my truck away before it was paid off. That's how much I didn't want to deal with it. You take this, you chop it up. I don't want to deal with the insurance. I don't want to deal with this, that. I'm done because my bills are too much. I only knew that by knowing that by doing this and seeing where I could fix that problem. But I still have transportation. I still catch Ubers. I still rent cars. I still take transit. Thank God I have that option. Some people don't have good transit. You know, you live in Timbuktu or whatever. MasterCard, self-explanatory. Personal loan, self-explanatory. Miscellaneous, self-explanatory. I do this pretty much weekly. I get paid, for sure I do this. I have to do this. This is also more of kind of a month end, and for my month end. This is a month end thing really, but I do it bi-weekly. And just like this here, you know, your foundation of that's more like you can look at that every 3 months, every 6 months. But again, you can't do that unless you know this. You can't even budget unless you know this. And I do it all. I write it out. I write it out like a diary. I don't have it on me right now, so I can't show you, but this is just the gist of it. You gotta do this. You gotta do this. Can't stop the bleeding if you don't know where the problem is. So what's your problem? How are you gonna fix it?